Well, hello everyone, and welcome back. You've made it again. We must be doing something right. I'm Dano, and hi everyone.
And I'm Mark Owen. And we've made it again, haven't we? Which is surprising.
It
We're
is,
still,
yeah.
we're,
They've
we're
still allowed us
still
back.
here. Yeah. Okay. So this is the Owens podcast, and it's a bit sad, really, because this is the last podcast where the Owens will be together, isn't it, Dan?
Yes, it is. It's the last podcast where the Owen trademark will be used. So yeah, let's let's make the most of it, and hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. But um, you're not going to get rid of Mark that easily. He's still sticking around. He's still hanging on in there.
That's it. So we will be keeping the KVIN Tech Chat podcast going. That rhymes with Owen, doesn't
Yeah,
it? And
yeah.
there's an Owen that's going. Oh, you could have laughed there.
Oh dear. Oh, this is what happens, guys. This is what happens in the lockdown situation.
Yeah, it sort of just descends into chaos very, very quickly, doesn't it? But what will happen is we will be having. It's going to be a bit like. Have I got news for you? Where they had the idea of guest presenters. So we'll have various people joining me in the KVIN Tech Chat podcast chair over
You were
the
supposed to
coming
say the
weeks.
KVIN studio there.
Was I supposed to say KVIN studio?
Yeah.
Okay, so go on then. Tell them about what you've been doing, because you've been doing some more of your tutorials, haven't you?
I have, yes. So we've been focusing on reading, especially in a time like this. People want to actually, look at, there are paid resources, but we are starting with the free ones because free is always good. We are from Yorkshire at the end of the day. So the last podcast that went up last week was focusing on the RNIB reading services. So we started by talking about RNIB in the first two, the sign up process and things like that. And then I moved on to go through the whole Dolphin Easy Reader, which is an easy way of being able to access that service. So I focused on that on my podcast. So that one has gone out. And the next one that I'm focusing on is from Calibre. We'll be focusing on the Calibre reading services as well. They were actually around when, I say it in my podcast, they were actually around when I was a kid. Years ago. I used to get their stuff on tape. So I'd be interested to see how that service has improved over the years, or not. You just don't know with these things, do you? So that will be interesting to find out, so you can check that. But yeah, basically it's just about having a wealth of resources, guys. So if you want to if you want different books from different places, they're all free and you're entitled to access them. So if you've got a print disability, both the RNIB and Calibre, you can access them. So we'll be talking you through them as well.
And I think that's really useful, because it is about choice. You have got the choice of the RNIB reading service, and you've also got the Calibre service as well. And Calibre are a small charity that are operating in their own right, and they do provide a very, very good service for people. And it is an alternative. It's another source of reading material that is free and accessible to us.
And as well, it didn't used to be free. I think they started it out, didn't they? It was like £30 over the last 3 or 4 years,
yeah.
wasn't it? And now they've decided to make it free. So it is good to take advantage of it before it. It is good to take advantage while you can.
Absolutely. And we've been doing other things as well. On Friday, the 1st of May, we were due to host the first of our KVIN Meet sessions. And the idea of KVIN Meet was that organisations that sell equipment for people with sight loss would come to Huddersfield, and they would spend the morning with us sharing what it was that they have to offer. Of course, in the current lockdown situation, we're not able to do that, but we did the next best thing to that. So Phil Ward, who's from a company called Seeing Solutions, spent some time with us on our Zoom chat on Friday morning, talking to us about the Mercury software that they've developed. And it was an interesting talk for people. We were able to hear about how this software was used in tablets, and probably the most interesting bit really for me was one of the devices that they've created, which is not much bigger than a phone, and you can use it as a reading machine, as a portable reading machine to carry around and sort of point it at something, a menu for something like, for example, in a restaurant, or a receipt, for argument's sake, and it would read that to you instantly. But then you could bring it home and you could click it back into a stand, and it would act as a reading machine for a full page of such as a letter or a book. So it was really interesting to hear what it was that Phil had to talk about, and how he sort of thought that technology would develop in the future into things like wearables, headsets being one of the biggest things, of course. I think, to be honest, the idea of a headset is still sort of taking a bit of getting your head around the idea of.
Yeah, it's one of them things, isn't it? I guess it's, some people mind, some people don't, isn't it? It's one of them things. It's interesting. I wouldn't, but it's just me.
No, that's. I think there's a difference certainly between one of these wearables, in the sense of it being something that you might use at home to sit down and watch your TV with, versus something that you might sort of use when you're when you're out sort of walking around. And I know they're not necessarily for that, but I think it's going to be interesting. Who knows what conversation we'll be having around the idea of wearables in 5 years' time? Who knows? Lots of different possibilities there for us.
And
interest.
yeah, I was going to say, talking of that as well. So obviously there is our paid solutions like that, but there's also ones that are very reasonably priced. You know, things that can read menus for you, read your documents and your paper and things like that. You know, your mail that you get through the door, especially at times like this. And one of them is actually the Voice Dream Scanner, which is now being heavily discounted, $5.99 it is now. Which is absolutely amazing. You know, for $5.99, there is obviously Seeing AI, which is free. But I downloaded this app the other week. It was recommended by one of our colleagues, David, and he said, "Oh, go get this app. It's really good." And I thought, I'll wait. You know, tight Yorkshireman again. But eventually, I got it, and it's really good. It allows you to simply scan paper documents and with a camera and recognize text with text to speech. Try and say that one. You've had a few drinks.
With text to speech.
Yeah. So it is really good value, and especially for the coronavirus lockdown, what they've actually done is they have discounted that. So I would jump on that while you can and take advantage of it.
That's also available for Android as well. So Voice Dream Scanner traditionally had only been an app that was available on iOS for the iPhone, but now it's also available on Android, and it's 50 pence cheaper, Dan. £5.49.
No, right?
That's good, isn't it? And they're also doing a bundle with the sister application that they have, which is Voice Dream Reader, aren't they, for iOS? I think, are they doing the two for $9.99?
They are, yeah. So obviously, it's just a great bargain, and I think, like I say, take advantage of these things while you can, guys, because you've got them. Then you've got them in the bag, and if you need to pull them up, you can. You know, it's an easy way of doing it. And I am going to sort of mention here, this is something that I've been involved in the last few weeks. For any of you who want, we've obviously discussed the things from Phil at Seeing Solutions, but also Sight and Sound at the moment. They are doing a few podcasts. So whether you're into your braille displays, whether you're into your OrCam readers, etc., your cameras, every Wednesday they're doing webinar Wednesdays. So you can between 2 and 3 on an afternoon, if you subscribe to their mailing list at sightandsound.co.uk. They've been doing various things. They've been doing JAWS. They've been doing, or they're going to be doing OrCam. They've been doing a few braille displays, which I'm especially looking into at the moment. So definitely think that's also a good resource to take advantage of at the moment, especially during this lockdown period. You can't get your hands on these products, but you can have a good explanation of them, because the worst thing you have with these days is you're spending all this money buying products, and actually you can get down to the nitty-gritty. You can see what they're all about. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's good advice to be able to, obviously find out about these things. Use the time to find out something new.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, So that brings us to the end of this edition of KVIN Tech Chat. Obviously, if there are other things that you would like to cover, please don't hesitate to get in touch with us. If people are requiring support with any aspect of technology, then you can contact us at info@kvin.org.uk or ring us on the numbers that are available on the KVIN website.
Fantastic.
From me.
Well,
Yeah.
for the final time, I think I will say goodbye. Thank you very much, guys. And you'll have mystery guests coming up.
Mystery guest, you're wondering now, aren't you? That's going to get people back for edition 4. Who is it going to be? So from myself, Mark Owen, and finally
myself,
from
Dan Owen.
that's goodbye for now.